Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. I'm very grateful. That helps the channel grow. And thank you to all of you who have bought me a coffee. For those of you who can afford it, that's a wonderful donation to the channel. Coffee is $5 and I am extremely grateful for those of you who can do that. And thank you to everyone who's emailed me for a personal private reading. As you know, I do not have set prices. You pay what you can afford. That is the guidance I follow from my guides. So that's it. You just pay what you can afford. That's all that matters. To me, what matters is that you get the reading that you need. So if the reading ends up being 3 hours long, the reading is 3 hours long. It's not like I'm going to say you now owe this ridiculous amount of money. If you say I can only afford X amount of dollars, that's all you pay. You're still going to get the type of reading you deserve. And that spirit says this is what they need to hear. So thank you to all of you who've emailed me. This was kind of an interesting reading that came through tonight. It was a message from the Ascended Master Lakshimi. I pulled her card that I actually have a card of. So this is who came through. She's an Ascended Master, and she's known both in India for Hinduism, and she's also known in the Eastern tradition for the Buddhist faith. So she's known in two different religions, which I find fascinating. So for me, this was a really interesting channeled message because the love is just overwhelming that she comes through with. She's really soft-spoken. I felt like I had to raise my voice more to just try to get you to be able to hear her. Just feeling her love for you. I don't have the words. This is when I wish I was a poet, or I wish I could then like channel a poet. It is the way I would describe it is the way the love feels is as if I had sunbeam rays that were just bursting from my heart, and they were just shining down and radiating through the camera towards all of you, because her love is so pure. It'd probably be like golden light, I guess, or white light, divine golden light or divine white light that is just like pouring. It was just pouring out of my heart, and I felt like it was just shining on all of you, because there's so much there's just so much love. It felt as if my heart was literally gonna burst from this sense of love that I was feeling from her. It is overwhelming love that she has for everyone. It is a love I really do not have the words to articulate, other than it feels like your heart could explode from so much love. That's how much love it is. It is just radiating this divine, beautiful, golden, sparkly light, or it'd be this white, sparkly, divine light. And that's what it felt like. I was just like, I felt like I was shining that light on you from my heart, from her. She speaks about abundance and what that means to her, and how to obtain abundance from her perspective and how she defines it, and how everyone can be successful in their own way with achieving abundance, and that everyone has free will. And if you change your mind later in life, that is okay too, that she will never give up on anyone. She loves everyone. And just to ask her. And she also talks about the other Ascended Masters too, which you know, I think it's kind of common. We hear them sometimes refer to we, and then sometimes I, but she refers to them as well. it felt like she was willing to come back and talk anytime you wanted if you had other questions. It seemed like a gentle introduction. I have to be very honest with you. She wanted to come through like a week ago. I think I had said on one of my other videos that I was a little nervous because channeling's a little bit newer for me, and I have this beautiful, miraculous friend here in the 3D who's helped me with some of my fear. It's made the channeling a lot easier for me, and I'm not scared now to be as open and kind of let them just talk, where before I would just kind of like turn the camera off, like, okay, it's enough for me, I'm done. So it makes it easier for the message to come out maybe the way they want, but it felt like she's open. It didn't feel, I could see her literally like standing in front of like it seemed like a room of people and asking for questions, and people raising hands and asking questions. That's what she was showing me while she was channeling through me. So sometimes when they channel through me, they'll also show me like images or videos or photographs. So she was literally showing me people like asking, like raising hands and asking questions of her while I was channeling. So it was telling me, she was saying they can ask questions. So if any of you have questions of her or want to know more, you can. So if you want to email me privately what the question is, I can ask her and then I'll channel the message for everyone, because it could be pertinent for a lot of people, but I won't say that whoever asked the question. Or you just want to post the question, feel free to post the question and I can always ask that as well. And that's a great way to try to get some of her other answers out. I started with abundance because I knew that was one of her main things that I know people will do the mantras over, is abundance. So that would be a great way for her to try to connect with everyone. But she showed me some other images too of things in the future that looked like people had questions about. So she did show me when she was talking about people crying. She literally showed me people in different locations around the world and what they looked like. Not that I would say, oh, it's you if I saw you, but she was just showing me like what it looks like and what she could see. So she's very open to what questions you may have. I feel like she wants to keep talking. She wanted to come last week and I said, no, I'm sorry, I'm too nervous. So I'm so grateful for this beautiful friend that I had that helped me work through this fear so I can do it. I hope it really helps you, and I hope it resonates with you. And thank you for listening. I put timestamps below for the introduction and for the channeled message, so enjoy. This is truly just a beautiful, loving, Ascended Master being, soul, and I am so lucky I got to feel her love. I hope all of you feel it too. So I will talk to you soon. Bye. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Thank you for welcoming me. There's just so much love. I'm welcomed with so much overwhelming love. And I bring to all of you so much love, so much peace. Because that's what we are, just love. I have so much love for all of you. There's so much love. There's so much love in this person for all of you. This person has so much love for people. It is such a nice being to be in, to feel love for so many people. It's a beautiful place to feel. Thank you for letting me talk with all of you today. I hear all of you. Thank you for all of your beautiful prayers. I hear all of you. I hear some of you when you cry. I hear when you weep at night, when you're in your beds, when you think you're alone, when you're in your cars, when you're in the bus, when you're in the subway, pretending to blow your nose or cough, when your tears are crying. Please do not cry. All of your prayers are heard. We all have unconditional love for you. All of your prayers are answered. They just may not be answered in the way you think that they are, or they're not answered in the time you want them answered. I want to talk to you about abundance and how we can help answer your prayers. We, being Ascended Masters and creation, because we work with the Creator to help, but we all come in love, and that's the most important thing, is love. And I think a lot of you sometimes don't understand when you're asking for abundance that the most important thing first is to have abundance for yourself, meaning having overwhelming love for yourself, self-love. A lot of you don't even love yourselves. You struggle with yourself. And that's what I personally worry about. When you put yourselves down, it makes me concerned for you as souls having these experiences. You are already beautiful, perfect souls. There's nothing wrong with you. So you need to make sure you see the beauty in yourselves, what's already wonderful about yourselves. I don't understand why people put themselves down and don't understand why they're already perfect the way they're created. Your souls are already beautiful. They're connected to me. They're connected to everything. They're connected to angels, guides, all the Ascended Masters, to creation, to other loving beings here on the planet. So I don't understand when you weep and you put yourself down, how you lack the self-love for yourself. That's what's so sad. You need to look into yourself and understand, what do you like about yourself, and focus on that. We understand it's very difficult living on Earth. It is a very difficult journey, and all of you are brave souls to take this on. But you came here to gain insight and knowledge to bring back with you. So, I'm not asking you to wake up the next day and say, I'm a fabulous person and I love everything about myself if you're struggling with yourself. I'm asking to focus on one thing, just one thing that you might like about yourself. Maybe you're an incredible artist. Maybe you write beautiful poetry. Maybe you could meditate really well. Maybe you're incredible at running. Maybe you really paint beautiful paintings. Maybe you write poetry. Maybe you dance. Maybe you sing. Maybe you make jewelry. Maybe you hum. Maybe you take care of animals. Maybe you brew your own tea and make your own tea. Maybe you're known for making the best bread in all of the community. All of you have something unique and special, a gift that no one else on this entire earth plane has other than you. Embrace it, find it, identify it, notice it, love it. Focus on that and love that about yourself, and let everything else go. That's what you need to focus on, and that's what you can start to love about yourself. Maybe you know the names of all the trees in the world and no one else does. That's a remarkable gift and beautiful in of itself. All trees are living beings and part of the planet, and that's beautiful. Maybe you know all the sounds of all the birds and what they make, and no one else knows that. That's beautiful. All birds are living and they're all communicating. Maybe you understand how they communicate and what they're saying. Focus on that. Love that about yourself and your soul, and what's special about your soul. Those are the people I'm worried about right now, because I know you're crying. You're crying about a lot of things, but some of you are crying about a lack of self-worth, self-value, self-love. So find one thing you like about yourself and just focus on that. And if you let everything else go, everything else will begin to improve. I don't have to use the words law of attraction or manifestation. People use those all the time. But this is all you need to focus on right now for your soul. Because you are the souls I'm the most worried about. You are the souls who call my name. You are the souls who ask me to come close. I come very close. I am in your hearts when you cry. I try to comfort your tears. Please do not cry. You are already beautiful, loving beings. Please realize you are already fabulous. You are just love. The way this person here, she just let me in, and she's filled with love. She loves every person she encounters. She passes no judgment. She does not judge people. She looks at who they are at their soul level. That's what matters. Are you a good person? If you're a good person, then you're a loving person. That's how she looks at people. So that's what you should worry about. How is your soul? Is it good? Are you focused on people that way? Are you this beautiful, loving soul that just embraces things, embraces new opportunities, embraces the talent that you have? Do you love that about yourself? Do you love the knowledge that you might have, the wisdom you have? Those are the things you need to focus on. You will find happiness there, and there you will begin to grow and improve. And I can help you grow from there, I assure you. Let's talk about this thing called abundance. Because abundance is another thing that is a term a lot of people use. And they use it broadly, but they usually use abundance to imply money, wealth, currency, prosperity. All those are synonyms for meaning bringing in money, making yourself rich, if you will. This is not really what the term abundance is supposed to mean, or how I really mean when I use the term abundance, when I speak of abundance, or when I have used abundance before, or when I think of abundance. Abundance should be something that is all-encompassing. It should be what the real term means when you use the word reciprocity. Reciprocity is used oftentimes when people go for readings in tarot, but it's frequently used inaccurately. So it's very important that you understand what I mean when I say abundance. When you want abundance in your life, you could mean love. I want an abundance of love. And that could mean from your current family that you're with. It could mean you're looking for love in terms of a soulmate, a partner, someone to love. It could mean you want abundance in terms of children. It could mean you want abundance in terms of a home, however you define home to live in. It could mean you want abundance in terms of your career and how that career would be successful and how you define a career being successful. And those are all different for all of you. Abundance could also mean traveling. Traveling is different for all of you. And that could mean different things to different people. Abundance can also apply to money as well, or currency, however you choose to use the term. Bringing in money, wealth, and wealth varies from individual to individual or family to family. It is different for all of you. So you see, abundance is different in many forms. So you need to take this term as it applies to you. When you use my mantra and you ask for abundance, you need to be specific about what you're asking for. Is it love? Is it career? Is it children? Is it a home? Is it money, currency? And if so, be specific. If you just say abundance, I don't know what you want in terms of abundance unless you speak to me and let me know privately in a prayer, or if you write it down and let me know. How else will I know unless you say, Goddess Lakshmi, I want X amount of money in terms of abundance? How will I know? Or unless you talk to me directly from your heart to me, or if you want to say it out loud, but it must come from the heart. It cannot come from a place of greed, which takes us back to reciprocity, the most important element to make you successful with your abundance. When we think about this, it's like charity, because that's really the most important thing in the world. If you look around the world, most people in the world are really suffering right now, which is very sad and unfortunate. And this soul that's letting me borrow her body right now so I can quickly speak with all of you is sad. She cries for humanity because she cares about humanity. I tell her to stop. It's not her responsibility to take on all of humanity, as it is not all of your responsibility to take on all of humanity. But you can help humanity. That's where people go wrong. This person, she's always helping people. It's always important to be selfless. This is where people go wrong often. They are not selfless. They are often, what's a nice way to say this? More in favor of themselves than helping others. So, the best way is with reciprocity. If I want abundance and I only have so much, let's say we'll use currency because that's a simple example, and I have $5 US, and I'm making this a very simple example for understanding purposes only. And with my $5 US, I can buy a box of cereal and I can buy 5 apples, and a half a gallon of milk. So that way I could then eat for several days and have some food. I have the choice to buy all of that for myself and eat for the whole week, or I have the choice to split it up and share it with 2 other people who I see are sitting outside who have nothing. They are in dire poverty. There's nowhere for them to go. There are no opportunities, and there is absolutely no food. and all I see are bones on them, and they are probably starving and thirsty. So I can choose to buy myself 3 apples to survive the week, and I can choose to buy the rest in terms of bread, peanut butter, and jelly, and some water, so that way these 2 people can eat sandwiches and have water to drink and survive the whole week on food. So I have 2 choices. Is either choice right or wrong? No. But one choice leads to helping others. One choice leads to helping myself. Now, if helping myself is wrong, if I'm pregnant and I have to feed myself and I have a baby growing inside of me, is that a wrong choice? No. Is it a wrong choice by helping other people who no one else will help? No. Maybe I make the assumption the next person will walk in and help them and buy them food, so I don't need to. But I buy them a bottle of water so they have something to drink. I don't tell anybody what I do. I keep it to myself. I don't give to tell people what I give. I keep it quiet. You don't tell people to brag, because then you might as well hang up a billboard saying, "This is what I've done." The point of giving is to give without expectation. If you give to then get accolades, "Oh, you're such a good person. Oh, you're so wonderful for having given away 2/3 of your money or having bought food for people who cannot afford food. You're amazing. I can't believe you're only living on 3 apples for the whole week. That's incredible that you're doing that and helping feed these other people." Maybe some of you chose not to have the money at all and just buy all the food for the 2 people instead, because you knew you had a couple canned goods at home and you would be okay. So you gave all the money away. But again, if you chose to do that and then tell everyone else, were you choosing that because you wanted the accolades from everybody? From your boss at work? From your parents? From your in-laws? From the person you're dating? From your spouse? From your siblings? From your friends? Or did you keep it quiet and you did it in secret because you just wanted to help the 2 people who really needed the food the most? So you just bought the food, gave them the food, and left, and no one knows what you did, but you did it in secret. That's what reciprocity is. Doing something with no expectation in return. Giving freely without having a handout, with no expectation. That's how you're rewarded. That's how abundance comes. You don't do it to expect abundance either. That's part of the secret. I'm smiling because I can see potentially some people thinking, well, if I do this, then the abundance will flow to me for what I want. And that's not the point, because then you would be doing it with the expectation of something happening for you in return. It's to give out of the goodness of your heart, out of love. Your heart has to be fully open, with no conditions attached, to give freely to others, selflessly, from a loving space, to want to truly help people. This is how you gain abundance. It's being selfless. Then abundance grows for you. Whatever that abundance may be that you want. Maybe you want fertility and you want a baby, and magically you become pregnant over time, or you find the spouse you want to be married to, or you magically have money that appears you were not expecting, or your career takes off you were not expecting, or you're able to move to the new home you were not expecting, or the relationship between you and your family improves, or you and your in-laws. Whatever the abundance is that you want improves, grows, becomes abundant, fruitful, and bears more fruit and grows more the more you learn to give without any expectation. You can give freely of your time. You can give freely of compliments if they're genuine. You can give freely of kindness, of a smile, of compassion, of listening to somebody who may need to talk. You may work somewhere and someone is having a difficult day and needs to talk to someone, and you may notice that. And you can say, I notice that you are having a difficult day. If you need to talk to someone, I am here. You could do that with a friend, a family member, a colleague, even your spouse. Let them know you're always there. It's listening without interrupting, with a true open heart and hearing somebody speak freely. Sometimes somebody just needs someone to talk to, and that's all they needed. That's also giving freely from your heart and not thinking negative thoughts about the person. It's just being there for someone when someone needs somebody. Another way is actually just showing gratitude. Gratitude can be shown in many ways. People will show gratitude through prayers, through mantras. People show gratitude through meditation, through walking through nature. But a beautiful way to show gratitude that I think people often forget is to show gratitude to the ones that they're closest to. And that is telling someone, I am grateful that you're in my life. I enjoy having you in it. I appreciate that you stayed up late at night to listen to me talk when I know you had a really stressful day and I just needed to talk to you for 15 minutes. Thank you. Things like that are so important to other people, especially when you're coming from a very loving, compassionate space. This is how we show love to others. This is how we expect nothing in return. And this is how we receive abundance. Your abundance can grow in terms of love, with connections, with your friendships, with your families, and with your spouses, with potential new partners that you may be looking for. So you can all wipe away your tears. We hear your prayers. When I say we, I mean all of the Ascended Masters. The Creator has heard your prayers. The angels have heard your prayers. Your guides. All of your prayers have been answered. We want you happy. We want you laughing. We want you living in love. Love for yourself, with healthy boundaries for yourself, and living in a happy, loving space with other people. But the only way you can do that is if you're willing to open up your heart. That's why it's so important. You can only do so much. It is wonderful that you ask to speak with me, that you say my mantra, that you pray with me, that you want to hear from me. I will always come to all of you and be in your hearts. And you'll know because you'll feel me. Because I am love and I am connected to you as you are connected to me. But the most important thing is that you understand you are deeply connected to everyone else. So make sure that you understand for your abundance to come in the way you want. You must be able to let go of what you truly desire and be a little bit more open to just loving the world, loving the earth, loving the air, loving the sea, loving the oceans, loving the animals, loving people around you. Smile at the cashier next time you check out. Give a genuine compliment to that person. Maybe they have a great haircut. Maybe their nails look nice. I don't know what it is, but when you start to act that way, you will bring happiness and joy to other people's lives because you expect nothing in return from these people, but you will bring happiness to them. The more happiness you spread, the more joy you spread. You are being selfless with it. Reciprocity. And by doing that, the more it comes back to you. So the more that abundance will come back to you that you are in search of. And it'll keep coming. Because the point is to be selfless and a loving being. That is truly what your soul is. And if you start to live that way, all of the things you desire will actually come to you because you will be living that way. It is very simple. It is not difficult. It may seem that way, but it's not. You don't have to give up anything unless something is harmful for you. It's probably not in your best interest, and you would know if something was harmful for you. We would never, ever advocate for something that is harmful for you because we only want you to be happy and loving beings. And that's all your soul's created of, is the vibration of love and selflessness. And everyone is connected at that vibration. The more you act like that, the more you live like that, the more you'll bring that out in other people. And other people will start to act like that around you. And you will start to notice a shift around you. More people will be happy. More people will be loving. More people will be kind. More people will be selfless. More abundance will flow to others and to yourself. And then you can start to ask for more abundance and more things you want. Just be specific so I know exactly what you're asking for, so we can all deliver exactly what you want. Because all we want is you happy, loving beings with your souls glowing of white light that you can help spread around the planet Earth. That is the only way to begin to share this beautiful love that is selfless, and that is the only way to help heal the planet that is suffering right now, because humanity is crying. But you are one of the people who can help. All of you are. And that's the only way you can help. Just by you being you. This beautiful, loving soul. All of you have the power to do it. It's just if you choose to do it or not. You have free will. It's your choice. We love you unconditionally either way. So there's no right or wrong choice. We stand by you no matter what you choose to do. And I will always be here, no matter what. If you decide to change your mind halfway through your lifetime, and you decide, now I choose to live in love and selflessness, and I want the abundance to flow, maybe I didn't make the decisions I thought I wanted earlier in life, but now this is what I want. All you have to do is say, Goddess Lakshimi, please come into my heart. Help me. And I will come into your heart and help you. That is my role. That is why I am here. Is to help all of you, guide all of you. I love all of you, unconditionally. To me, there are no strings attached. There shouldn't be. You are here on Earth doing something very difficult. You are helping the planet Earth. You are improving the vibration. I love all of you for that. I thank all of you for that. That's why I want to bring all of you abundance and prosperity for this. So thank you. Know how much love there is coming from me to you. I will always be here. I will never go away, for I always exist, along with the other Ascended Masters. And we all show up in different ways at different times. We need different things from all of us. That's why we are here. So just ask, and I will be there if you need me. I am always here. Thank you for being a beautiful, loving being. In my eyes, your soul is a perfect, loving soul. And everything with you is perfect. Thank you for letting me speak with you. I hope to speak with you again soon. Goodbye.